Good evening, ABR-MarketWatch viewers, here's your wrap for today. The bulls had the upper hand as U.S. stocks closed out a strong week, with the S&P 500 up 0.8%, the Nasdaq nearly 1%, and the Dow by 206 points. Tech shares led the charge, surging on Apple's $600 billion U.S. investment plan, pushing the Nasdaq to new highs. This optimism was further fueled by expectations of Federal Reserve rate cuts, with President Trump nominating Stephen Miran as a potential shift in monetary policy amidst ongoing tariff concerns. Notable performers included Gilead Sciences, Monster Beverage, and Expedia, each rallying over 6%. Despite disbanding its Dojo team, Tesla edged up 1.3%, while Intel fell 0.7% amid the CEO's continued board support amidst Trump's call for resignation. Looking back at this week, the S&P 500 has seen a significant surge, climbing 2.5%, the Dow rose 1.5%, and the Nasdaq surged 3.9%. However, despite these gains, the index remains slightly off from its record highs set last July. As we move forward, markets remain under scrutiny following the unexpected resignation of Federal Reserve Governor Adriana Kugler. President Trump has announced his intention to nominate Stephen Miran as a temporary replacement, with markets betting on the Fed to cut rates at its September meeting. Elsewhere, shares of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac surged after reports suggested an administration plan to sell stock in these mortgage companies, potentially raising around $30 billion later this year. Gold futures experienced volatility due to uncertainty over tariffs on gold bars from Switzerland, but later stabilized following a White House clarification. Amid escalating tariff disputes, global markets remain resilient. The S&P 500 experienced its best week since June, suggesting robust investor enthusiasm, despite Trump's sweeping tariffs. However, some investors remain anxious about potential stagflation, a period of stalling growth and rising prices, fueled by firming inflation data and cracks in the U.S. labor market. In other news, the search for a new Fed chair is expanding, with potential candidates including James Bullard and Mark Summerlin. Meanwhile, the precious metals market saw gold futures hit record highs due to import tariff-induced turmoil. As we look ahead, the U.S. inflation data for July will be closely monitored, potentially leading to interest rate cuts. Retail sales may reveal tariff impacts on consumers, while Canada's job market saw a decline in employment in July, highlighting ongoing challenges for job seekers. In our global markets roundup, China's car sales growth slowed as a price war cooled, but a trade deal between Trump and Xi Jinping is being pursued this fall. Municipal bonds remain attractive due to an increase in supply and preservation of tax benefits. The 30-year bond auction yielded weak demand, hinting at troubles in the Treasury market, while AI spending, although boosting the economy, remains a subject of contested opinion among economists. That's all for today, folks. Stay tuned for more updates tomorrow and remember, your financial future starts here on ABR Market Watch.